we're farming with my brother Sylvester, and a new addition this year is my son Tom, and we're doing wheat, barley, oats, winter and spring, peas, beans. Well, peas only this year. Beans we would have done for years. Oilseed rape, winter and spring. Maize for a couple of dairy farmers. We were in potatoes up till 17 or 19, and we got out then altogether. And it led us down the route into the organics, which we started last year. We fatten sheep for the winter, and we have one field over the ditch here that's in multi-species, doing very well, very happy with it, great success. And we're in a field of wheat here at the moment. What led me into it was we would have always been trying to reduce on chemical fertiliser and sprays and try new avenues, new ways in.
You took the option of going partially organic.
Yeah.
So have you found that much of a restriction, or do you find you're able to work the rotation okay? So obviously you have to grow a different variety of crop on the organic as opposed to the conventional part of your farm, but you find that's okay?
Yeah, we're adjusting to it, Martin.
Yeah.
You know, it's an adjustment. Yeah, right. Look, you have to plan ahead, and this year with the trying season, it's been very trying in that crops you'd earmarked for January, February, and you couldn't get out and get going.
Yes.
It's changed, the system has changed, the varieties or the crops you've gone in different fields.
In the organic crops then, what crops have you in the ground then for this year's harvest?
We have the heritage wheat here.
Yeah.
And we have the trials then, the pea bean trials. And then in the other field then we have the Herald mix, pea and barley.
Yeah.
And then we have the organic oats in the first year conversion.
So you referred then obviously to a pea bean mix. It's a trial you're doing for Oak Park. So you're one of a few farmers that are trialling peas and beans mixed together.
Yes.
And would you mind, explaining to us, how did you manage the mechanics of, they were sown in half-hectare plots?
That's right, yeah.
And you had different varieties of peas and different varieties of beans
mixed in
and mixed together at certain ratios. Was that difficult to, I suppose to?
Well, I suppose they were weighed out. They were weighed out in different batches.
Yeah.
And they were mixed in then in a bin, in a bin.
Yeah.
And put into the machine then.
Right.
So the plots were all measured out by yourself.
Yes.
And it worked well. Like they mixed well and they look very well.
Yeah.
And time will tell then how well they perform and what way they perform.
So your whole idea of growing obviously the pea and the bean together is, the idea is the bean will act as a scaffold to stop the peas from lodging.
That's it.
How did you prepare the field for the pea and bean trial, Tommy? What establishment method did you use?
We ploughed this. We actually ploughed this very early in January.
Yeah.
And my intention was to have a sort of a stale seed bed, but as the season went on, we didn't get an opportunity. It didn't dry out enough. We actually re-ploughed again.
Okay.
And then we grubbed it up, we harrowed it up, and we just sowed straight into it. But the stale seed bed was another option, but we just we couldn't get the weather dry enough to utilise that option.
So one of the challenges, I suppose, of growing the pea with the bean is obviously to get an early enough ripening bean and a late maturing pea to get them to come together. And did you notice anything unusual about the varieties that were chosen for the trial?
The size, Martin, the size of the pea. In my head, when we said we were doing this, I thought, Jeannie, how are you going to match the bean with the pea? And the sample we have there now at the minute, the varieties, there seems to be a good balance between the two sizes.
So it's a very small bean. It's unusually
very small bean.
Yeah. And
the pea, there was no problem with the distribution and the sowing. And even when they were sowed out, if you scratch back and see, they mixed well.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting to see now when they come up.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's a good combination.